welcome to Central Park, Wigan, for today's traditional derby match between arch rivals Wigan and Saints. Wigan unbeaten at home for 43 games, but they had an 18-18 draw against the Broncos last season, which in the final run into the season cost them the league title. Obviously to today's opponents, the Saints. They don't need any introduction, but we're going to give you one. The inaugural Super League champions of the Saints, the Challenge Cup holders, and back at Wembley again after last Saturday's win here at Wigan over Salford, 50 points to 20. There was runners-up to Wigan in last season's Premiership final, and it's a full house here at Central Park for the traditional clash. You with Micron Video, my name's Ron Hoof. Join us for what is going to be a pulsating clash. The Saints team out on the pitch. Steve Prescott at full-back, Danny Arnold, Alan Hunt, Paul Newlove and Anthony Sullivan the three-quarters. Tommy Martin and Lee Breers the half-back pairing. Apollo Perolini, Kieran Cunningham, Julian O'Neill in the front row. Chris Joynt, Chris Morley and Carl Hammond the back three. On the bench, Derek McVie, Via Matautia, Ian Pickavant and Andy Northey. The Wigan Warriors, the side for this afternoon. David Doc Murray at full-back. Jason Robinson, Chris Radlinski, Gary Connolly and Andrew Johnson to three-quarters. Henry Paul and Tony Smith, the new £150,000 signing from Castleford, making his debut. Neil Cowie, Mick Cassidy and Terry O'Connor in the front row. Mick Cassidy back after injury, with Simon Horton, Gail Tallick and Andy Farrell the back three. Sean Long, Craig Murdoch, Martin Hall and Stephen Holgate are on the bench. It promises to be a pulsating clash. Wigan will kick off. It's a swirling wind. Saints only one league game under the belt with being involved in the Challenge Cup. And we remember Wigan when they used to go to Wembley, don't we? But not for the last couple of years. Saints to kick off. Wigan to kick off, I beg your pardon. Saints to receive. David Campbell, today's referee. And away we go. Deep ball taken by Alan Hunt. Excellent game, both Saints wingmen last week, and Apollo Perolini driving it up. And by Apollo Perolini standards, he had a quiet game last Saturday here at Central Park. Cunningham, Breers, Chris Joynt. Saints spread the ball about, looking for the gaps. The gap there for Breers, just taken by the legs. Good tackling there by Henry Paul. Hammond gets the ball away. Jason Robinson. Great wingman Robinson. Went through the first tackle of Breers. Quickly closed up. Wigan in possession. Saints tackling firm. Pushing him back. O'Connor, driving run. Cassidy attacked in half-back. Brings it to Farrell, looking for the runners. Inside to Radlinski. Bobby Golden, the Saints captain, still out. 6-match suspension, which ends after Easter Monday's game at home against the Sheffield Eagles. Steve Prescott after that kick through by Farrell. Prescott into space, but great tackling, great cover running up there by the Wigan Warriors. Anthony Sullivan. Derek McVie. Obviously drafted in late, as we can pick out there. Tommy Martin has withdrawn, a late withdrawal. So Derek McVie in from the start, and Paul Anderson will be on the bench now in Derek McVie's place. Hammond, Arnold. Perolini moving it out to the left. approaching the halfway line. Saints still in possession, no score, and approaching 3 minutes gone on the clock. Well, McVie again, that was round the shoulders, wasn't it, there? From Horton. Rears, Hammond, Chris Joint, 10 metres inside the Wigan half. Referee Campbell urging the Wigan side to get back on side. Julian O'Neill, the hard yards up the middle. Now it's with Lee Breers, the last tackle. He puts it in the air, testing Murray. Saints underneath it, Murray's underneath it. Took it well, under pressure, with possibly the sun in his eyes as well. Great take by Murray. Jason Robinson, quickly there, Cassidy played it, Robinson came onto it. Once again, O'Connor, 10 metres short of the halfway line. Cassidy at dummy half. Now it's with Cowie. No nonsense forward, Cowie, turned inside. Cassidy attacked in half. Saints penalised, infringement at the play of the ball. So penalty to Wigan. And Andy Farrell with a chance for 2 early points. "40 metres out." Swirling breeze, but slightly favouring maybe Wigan in this first half. So Andy Farrell looking to open the scoring in this traditional Good Friday derby. Nearly 5 minutes gone. Farrell composing himself, strikes it. The Wigan public like it. The touch judges raise the flags, and it's 2 points in favour of the Wigan Warriors. Scrum down, Saints head and feed, straight from the kick-off.
No, they can sit there if they want, as long as they keep quiet.
Breers from the base of the scrum. Danny Arnold coming in field. Hammond. The ball moved to the left. Chris Morley. Julian O'Neill and Kieran Cunningham taking up the acting half-back position, and Cunningham again, dangerous. And no doubt Eric Hughes, the coach here at Wigan and the ex-coach at St Helens, and has done his own work. He knows a lot of these lads, obviously. He knows the capabilities, the danger, and also Sean McRae knows the capabilities of the Wigan strike force, doesn't he? Breers gets the kick downfield. Murray and Robinson come in. Robinson takes it. Breers moves in. Oh, good tackle by Breers. Holds on to the foot. And Apollo Pedalini came in to complete the tackle. Alan Hunt with the tackle there now. It's the Wigan Warriors not moving very far. Great tackle by Cunningham. Saints moving up quickly, closing them down. Newlove comes in. Farrell slips the ball in field. I think it's Tallick. Yeah, Gail Tallick, the Frenchman. Wigan move it over to the right. Andy Farrell again. The captain, the youngest Great Britain captain, the leader of the Wigan side. Tony Smith. Kicks for touch. And touch found 15 metres roughly from the Saints line. Scrum down, 20 metres in. Saints head and feed. Breers to Hammond. Out to Alan Hunt. Derek McVie gets the ball away. Julian O'Neill obviously took the ball, stood still, but now it's with Chris Joynt. Tightly contested game as we'd expect. Alan Hunt breaks through. 5 metres short of the halfway line. Cunningham, Saints move it over to the left. Hammond again. Good ball to Newlove. Well taken this time. And once again, Tony Smith breaking quickly. Breers with the kicking game, obviously with Tommy Martin out. There was a doubt over Martin's fitness. Just before the kick-off, and he's pulled out at the 11th hour. Carl Hammond in at standoff. And reshuffle in the pack. Chris Joynt in at the loose forward berth, and Derek McVie in the second row. Murray, Alan Hunt chases him and gets his man. Robinson, quick out of the blocks. Once again Wigan in possession, leading by 2 points to nil. 9 minutes gone on the clock. Cassidy wants a quick play the ball. O'Connor, good driving run up to the halfway line. Tony Smith thrown in at the deep end, no danger about that. Murdoch relegated to the bench. It won't do his confidence any good, will it? Especially with Sean Edwards gone to the Broncos as Tony Smith chips over. Lee Breers touches it, so it's all on. Radlinski comes in for the tackle and completes it. Danny Arnold. Now Sullivan attacked in half. Big gap over there on the Saints left wing. Sullivan sidesteps, couldn't break through. Good tackling there by Cowie. Now it's Perolini. Cunningham at dummy half. Hammond slips the ball inside to Joynt. Joynt looking for the runner. Hammond was there. But a good tackle. Taken man and ball by Farrell. Cunningham sees that gap. Slips the ball out to McVie. Well taken. Well, I'm going to say well taken by Alan Hunt. He looked as though he had it. And Alan Hunt complaining that he was taken on suspicion. And he might have a case to answer. New pair of shorts for Alan Hunt. Obviously with the game being on Sky, we're just relegated to the back of the Douglas stand, so I do apologise for any stanchions that come in your way, and they will do periodically. Henry Paul, well wrapped up by Newlove, drove him back, and once again the Saints are trying to keep Wigan in their own 20. Cassidy, good clearing run from Cassidy. Farrell. Excellent offload, Connolly on the far side. Once again, the Wigan Warriors charge across field. Julian O'Neill, second man in there. Derek McVie had been the first man in on the tackle. Bounce of the ball, comes back in field, on to Sullivan. Prescott. And Saints gradually gnawing away. Chris Morley. Good tackling there. Cowie in. The ball reaped out, says the referee. So referee Campbell not winning many friends amongst the Wigan faithful early on in the piece. 12 minutes of the game gone, 2 points to nil the score. In favour of the Warriors. Julian O'Neill knocks it forward. The mix up there in the Saints plan Just have to settle it down. Saints' first game at the Stoop a couple of weeks ago. Just came through, winning 28 points to 24. And Wigan with a slender win over Halifax. And then a win at Castleford last week. Neither of them impressive, but that doesn't mean anything. On paper, you'd think Saints would wipe the floor with Wigan today, but it doesn't work that way. Henry Paul out to Tony Smith. Hammond in quickly on him. Well, cabbage in yardage there, Tony Smith. The ball chipped through by Andy Farrell. Doc Murray made the initial run. And Saints with a clearing run. Julian O'Neill, the big Auckland warrior. McVie with possession. Apollo Perolini used as the dummy runner. Hammond. Chris Joint. The ball back to Cunningham. Saints keep it going. Julian O'Neill, well taken by Simon Horton and Terry O'Connor. And Saints bring it to the right. Perolini looking to offload, gets it away to Alan Hunt, but good tackling. Radlinski involved there. Wigan urged to get back on side by referee Campbell. Hammond looking for that chink in the Wigan's armour. Last tackle of the sequence. Breers puts it up in the air. Swirling wind. Breers again gets it, then chips it again, and gets the ball back. Saints keep it going. It's now with Newell. Saints have got to keep the ball alive. It's Breers. It's a Prescott. Can Prescott squeeze in? Oh, the ball's come loose, and Wigan have possession. Great work by the Saints there. They kept it alive. The ball flicked out in that tackle, and Cassidy came up with it. Now it's with Connolly. He gives it to Johnson. Andrew Johnson on that far side. Connolly at dummy half. Inside now, and the Warriors withstand the storm. 15 minutes gone. 2 points to 0 in favour of the Homesters. Wigan's third league game in the season, in Super League 2. Only the second for the Saints, as we say. But these two sides, it's the fourth meeting this year. As Wigan kick it down, and Prescott comes up with a possession. That was a zero tackle. Now it's with Danny Arnold, giving himself a little bit of space, going across field, but quickly dispatched to the earth. Connolly initially, and Farrell coming in to finish him off. The ball going back there, cries for a knock-on for the from the parochial Wigan crowd. Breers. Hammond into space. Derek McVie backs him up. McVie offloads to Danny Arnold. No room on the wing. He has to take the tackle. O'Connor, Horton, Radlinski. Three big lads in there. McVie into space. 10 metres short of the Wigan 20. Last one of the sequence. Breers. Little chip. Breers follows it up, hacks it again. Well taken by Murray. Breers tried to just chip him again. But Murray was alert to it. Cowie. Taken by Hammond. Good work there, Hammond, as Cassidy can't get the ball away cleanly, but it goes to Jason Robinson. He tidies it up. Saints moving up, pressing on Wigan. They've got to take them off the game. Off the ball carrying arm was the indication by the referee. He was right on the job there. That was Cunningham on Horton. Henry Paul into space. Andy Farrell was on his outside, and it looked as though Farrell was impeded there. But Saints, Tony Smith puts it out. Saints have got to defend. And Johnson pushed into touch on the far side. Great piece of running there by the Warriors, and good cover tackling by the Saints. Good work there by Henry Paul. Split the Saints defence, slipped it out to, well, he didn't slip it out to Andy Farrell. Farrell was in support. It looks as though he'd been held back, and then the ball being transferred out to the wing. But good tackling by the Saints forced Johnson into touch on the far side. Saints player needs treatment. Jeanette Smith just coming on, but the pack, well, it is formed. The scrum is formed. Hammond feeding it, so it's Breers on the far side that probably has the knock. Alan Hunt trying to weave his way through. Breers back in the fray now, received the treatment. Saints move it to the left, still trying to unlock this Wigan defence. Newlove. 5 metres short of the halfway. Chris Morley. Saints a little short on the far side. Well, David Campbell bringing somebody out. Andy Farrell. So obviously the Saints have rubbed Farrell, the captain, up the wrong way again. They certainly rubbed him up in the cup match at Nosey Road. Chris Joint, Paul Newlove. Oh, it's, beg your pardon, the waffling on. It's Henry Paul, isn't it? For Henry Paul. Well, obviously he had his moments, didn't he? Especially in that Golding incident, when Golding got sent off for the high tackle on Cowie. No danger about the high tackle. But Henry Paul was the first man in, and he didn't receive any admonishment for his actions. Perolini! Saints now in an ideal position to open their scoring for this afternoon. Breers along the line. Hammond looking for the runners. Drop off ball to Hunt. Well read by the Warriors. Once again Saints bring it to the short side. Cunningham. Hammond inside to McVie. McVie head down, drives it in. 10 metres short. Saints again with Breers. Joint looking for the ball. It's out there to Newlove. Newlove over to Sullivan. Good tackling by the Warriors on the far side. And they force Sullivan into touch. Saints got to transfer this ball, move it from left to right, try to unlock the Wigan defence. But at present, they haven't been successful. Halfway through the first half, just 20 minutes gone. 2-0 in favour of the Homesters. Wigan head and feed. Murray linking up. Hunt takes him down. Robinson from acting halfback scampers away. Exciting player, Billy Weasley call him. Terry O'Connor. And Wigan making good yardage. 10 metres short of the halfway. Cassidy. Smith, lofted ball over the top there, taken by Andrew Johnson, and Johnson comes inside, support from Tony Smith, taken by Radlinski. Radlinski closed down. Well, the referee's given a forward pass. Radlinski didn't know that, but he stopped there where it normally would have gone and kept going. The pass was real forward, and the Wigan faithful are not happy with that, are they? Didn't look all that bad from our angle, but we are at an angle, and that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Hammond. Cunningham. Out to Alan Hunt. Once again, Saints trying to go through the motions. Overlap on the left there as Chris Joint turns it back inside to Breers. Superb replacement, Lee Breers, for the suspended Bobby Golding. And a knock-on. Lee Breers just saying they had the ball ripped out, but referee Campbell judged the ball was knocked forward. Radlinski. Jason Robinson gets his ball away to Tony Smith. Smith twisting and turning. Excellent competitor. Completely different style to Sean Edwards, who's been transferred to the Broncos. Cassidy attacked in half. Wigan moving forward. Cowie. Murray in the line-up as Wigan keep it going. Tony Smith looking for his debut try. 12 metres out. Farrell. Well taken down. Saints have to line up on their own line. Now it's Murray from the full-back position, chips it to the corner. Knocked into touch by Arnold, was it? The referee will put the scrum down. 10 metres from the Saints line, 20 metres in. And Derek McVie off, and Ian Pickervant's on, and McVie doesn't look in a very well state, does he? The influential second rower. Good tackling there by the Warriors. Once again Wigan pressing up, and the Saints side being shaken about, obviously with the late withdrawal of Tommy Martin, and then Derek McVie off the bench, the influential second rower being drafted in, and then having to be cheered off with a knee injury. Well, it looks like a knee injury anyway. 2-0 for the Warriors. Last tackle of the sequence. Briers out to Hammond, gets it away. Wigan closing the Saints down. Jason Robinson in possession, but right into the arms there, Lee Briers and Julian O'Neill. So obviously the game plan, as they call it, being put into some kind of disarray with the injuries and withdrawals, and Tony Smith knocking the ball forward. It just touched his fingertips. Ian Pickervant losing possession. Wigan will gratefully accept it, and Talek, great run by Talek, the Frenchman driving forward. Saints forced to defend. Farrell, lofted ball on the far side. Johnson has it. He ducks back inside, sidestepping, coming crossfield. Cunningham stops his gallop, and once again O'Connor drives up 20 metres short of the Saints try line. Cowie. Certainly the character of both of these sides going to be tested to the full today, as it is, and no matter what league position either of the teams are in, even though it's only early in the season. Well, there's a ball kicked through there by Smith, and a knock forward by Anthony Sullivan as he came to retrieve it. Awkward ball, hit Sullivan's body, came back the way the Saints are playing, so that constitutes a knock-on. And an ideal platform now for the Warriors to build on. Saints defence going to be tested. Henry Paul twists, turns in the tackle. We know this man's pedigree. He's got to be bounced down. Well, the game is stopped. Referee Campbell moving in. There was nothing in the tackle at all. Paul was twisting, turning round. Saints moved in, tackled him fair and square, but he's taken a knock. As I say, no matter what the league positions of these two sides are, when we come to these local derbies, 100% effort given by both sides, and you don't need any encouragement to play in one of these games. Packed house here at Central Park. You can see all round the arena the crowd tightly packed in. But Wigan again, Paul's back on his feet, back in the action. And referee Campbell brings the game to a halt. Seen an infringement there. And he puts the ball down. Must be a forward pass again. Scrum down. Saints head and feed this time. Chris Joint from the base of the scrum. Joint, the captain of the Saints side, in the absence of Bobby Goulding. He is the vice-captain here at St Helens, and out with Ian Pickervance. 28 minutes gone. Perolini. Can we see Apollo Perolini burst into action? Julian O'Neill straightens up. He's bringing it over to the right. Andy Farrell with a knock, so Wigan down to 12 men. Saints are going to move it quickly. Hammond, short ball there. Good defence by Wigan. Hammond chips it through. Can Murray get the ball? Hammond, well, taken by Talek. Cries for offside from the Saints faithful. No, it's Henry Paul again. I'm getting him mixed up with Farrell. That's twice I've done that. But it's Henry Paul that's injured, and Sean Long coming on. So Henry Paul just took it off, got treated, carried on, but unfortunately one of Wigan's star players on, but a great replacement in Sean Long, and he's got the ball now. Had excellent 2 games in the Norweb Challenge, which these two teams contested at Christmas in the game here at Central Park, which Wigan won 32-22. Long was very instrumental. But Saints got the just desserts at Nosey Road, winning by 44 points to 12 and taking the Norweb Trophy, Challenge Trophy, by an aggregate 66-44. Farrell gets the ball away to Tony Smith. He's knocked it forward. Not the best of balls from Captain Farrell, and he doesn't like it. But Wigan have been awarded the penalty for an alleged high tackle. O'Connor. Two-0 the score in favour of the Homesters, the Wigan Warriors, against the Saints. Cowie, head down, drives it forward. Cunningham in on the tackle. Henry Paul being taken straight off to the dressing rooms. Andy Farrell taken by Breers, and once again Robinson comes in off the wing, trying to unlock the defence, and we know he can do. He's 10 metres short. He gives Wigan that platform. Tony Smith looking for the runners. Connolly, he gets it back. Now with Murray. Murray ducks inside, looking to throw it out. Last one of the sequence. Farrell, inside ball there. Well, it's lost. Saints come up with it. So defences, both defences paramount today. Cunningham slips it out to Chris Joint. Anthony Sullivan now. 10 metres short of the halfway line. Alan Hunt, the other wingman, just coming in. 3 tries here last Saturday against Salford. Now it's Cunningham again, gives the ball to Perolini. Good tackle by Radlinski, and it needed to be as well. Breers, last one of the sequence, on to Prescott. Prescott gets it away to Joint. Saints keep it going, it's now with Newlove. He chips for the corner. Sullivan's chasing it, but the ball finds touch 10 metres short of the Wigan try line, as Kieran Cunningham's down injured, being treated by Saints physio Jeanette Smith. But great work by the Saints, but equally good work by Wigan as they closed the kicking game down. It would normally be Tommy Martin, but it came to Lee Breers. He put it out to Steve Prescott. Prescott managed to get it away. It was moved over to the left, and Newlove got the kick into touch. Wigan in possession. Murray. Prescott moves in. He evades Prescott and Hunt, and it goes to Radlinski. Great cover tackle by Steve Prescott. Came back in. The Saints playing without the sweeper. Now it's Murray again. had a pretty poor game, I thought, against the Castleford Tigers, and no doubt Sean McRae have picked him out for some special attention today. But he's not shaping so bad. I thought he had 2 good games in the Norweb Challenge there. Wigan moving upfield. Connolly puts it back inside to Tony Smith. Well taken by the Saints on the far side. 7 minutes to the interval. Still only 2 points to nil the score. As Farrell, left-footed kick. That's going to run dead, I think. No, it looks as though Steve Prescott had to play it. Excellently weighted ball, that was by Farrell. Excellent weight in the in-goal area. Steve Prescott was looking to let it go dead, and we would have thought it would have gone dead. But it bounced back. And Saints forced to drop out from between the sticks. He's looking for a football. There we are now. Libri has retrieved it. Johnson coming in. Andrew Johnson. Still driving forward is Johnson. Shaking the tacklers off, but then losing his footing. And Wigan again. Drive the ball up. 10 metres short of the Saints line. Defence again. Going to be tested. Farrell. Criss-cross move by the Warriors. Short ball, is he in? Is it? Well, I don't know whether the try's there. The referee's looking, yes. The try's given. Gary Connolly, the man, with the first try of the game. 35 minutes gone. The Gary Connolly try makes it 6 points to nil. And you wouldn't bet against Farrell missing this, would you? David Campbell was right on the job, and he pointed to the spot. 5 minutes before the interval, Farrell looking for his second of the afternoon. Strikes it well. 8 points to nil in the lead. Murray from the centre spot, ready to get the game underway. Deepish kick. Lee Breers takes it. Alan Hunt comes in. Solid tackling. The Wigan defence yet to be breached. Chris Morley. Julian O'Neill driving it up, but great tackling. Talek in. Rips O'Neill's jersey off his body, and now it's with Perolini. That'll have boosted the Wigan side, and Eric Hughes, and obviously Eric Hughes, he's a point to prove, I suppose. As Hammond moves up the middle, 10 metres into the Wigan half. Last one of the sequence. Breers being closed down, slips it back to Pickervance. Pickervance chips it for the corner, and it finds touch on the Wigan 20. With a bitterly cold wind favouring Wigan in this first half. It is a bit of a swirling wind, but I think it is actually blowing from right to left. Robinson. No gaps in the Saints defence there. It's got to be tight. Cowie. Talek on his outside. Cowie takes the tackle of Morley and Julian O'Neill. Good strong running, and Wigan boosted obviously by an 8-point cushion. And 3 minutes to the interval. And closing. Farrell into space. Wigan lining up here. Long slips the ball to Smith. Smith's taken. Even though I thought the pass there looked to hint forward. And Wigan in for the try. The referee's looking, he's not happy with it. Scrum down, Saints head and feed, an infringement there as Wigan were keen to get on with it and try and put more put more space between them and the Saints. Just looking on the big screen there, obviously the ball was lost, it was knocked forward as Wigan stretched to try and get the 4-pointer. Arnold, well taken down there. We know what we say about Wigan, about them going through obviously a bad period in the club, but you write Wigan off at your peril, don't you? Alan Hunt up the middle. Connolly comes in. Great pals, Hunt and Connolly. But a flop there in at the second tackle. David Campbell awarding the penalty to the Saints. Can they get points on the board here before the half-time interval? Prius, Hammond, Perolini, the Terminator. Well taken by Cassidy, by Cowie. Cassidy was at the back marking up. Ian Pickavance has to take the tackle. 3 men move in. Kieran Cunningham for his favourite corner. 5 metres short. Hunt at dummy half. Breers, bobbing, weaving, gets the ball back. That's all on. Well, the ball had come back there. Referee says it was knocked forward. I would dispute that decision. Won't make any difference. Scrum down. Last scrum possibly of the first 40. Wigan head and feed. Murray. Well taken. Jason Robinson. Saints have got to make sure everything is tackled, everything above grass. O'Connor in the dying seconds. Cassidy now, blindside ploy. Taken by O'Neill. Excellent tackle there. And once again, Wigan moving it cross field. Farrell, he gets the ball out to Johnson. He has to duck back inside. Sullivan's with him. Evades Sullivan's tackle. He's sided through to Miss Johnson, but Sullivan comes back for second bite at the cherry. Last tackle of this sequence. Wigan pressing. Long puts it over the top. Connolly again. Saints are stretched. Can Connolly come back inside? He gets the ball away. Wigan are keeping it going. Prescott has to touch the ball down dead. Will there be enough time to drop out from between the sticks? No is the answer. There's the half-time hooter. And Wigan go in leading by 8 points to 0. Saints are being tested obviously by changes to the side and then an injury. But half-time here at Central Park. An exciting, explosive game, and Wigan in the lead by 8 points to 0. Join us shortly for the second half. Eight 0 the score at half-time. The Warriors in the lead. Saints to kick off. Stern words, no doubt, from Sean McRae at half-time. And no doubt, stern words from Wigan coach Eric Hughes. For 8 points to 0. It's essential that Saints score first. Scrum down, Wigan head and feed. Not a bad display in the first half by both sides. And obviously just that one try from Gary Connolly coming in close in and at a vital time. Perolini in with a tackle. Horton running the angles, diagonal run. Paddle. Crossfield, well taken. Perolini again. Cassidy, quick from the acting half-back position. Last one of the sequence. Breers coming in to close down. Sean Long, I think it is, that gets the ball away. Chris Morley is going to have to play it. Takes the tackle. Good work there. Gail Tallick quickly in. Cunningham from acting half. Julian O'Neill just driving the ball up. Saints still looking to unlock that tight Wigan defence, and there's a man that can do it. Apollo Perolini, 10 metres short of the halfway. Blindside ploy, Cunningham again. Along the line, Hammond, Briers, drop off ball to Newlove. Newlove up the centre. Great tackle there by Horton. Quick play of the ball, Saints want to get it underway. Briers puts it high. Back to the Saints, going to be kicked again. Newlove this time, getting into the action. Twice he's got to boot to ball. Jason Robinson. The Warriors pressing, moving it, blindside. O'Connor. Cowie knocks it on, brings it forward. Well, the ball had been knocked forward, Saints play went in for it. Paul Newlove. Cowie then tries to get his boot to it. It's going to be a scrum down, Saints head and feed. Briers, Hammond, along the line, Prescott, drop off ball, Arnold coming in. Nearly paid dividends there, but Wigan tied it up. Once again, Saints plodding, probing, driving away, get the ball away now. Cunningham, out of one tackle, brings it over, overlap for the Saints. They couldn't capitalise on it there. Sullivan, he'll have to go in field. Farrell the man there, along with Tallick. Disjoint. Referee right on the job. Wigan forced to go back. Briers, Hammond, Perolini again, looking for support. Wigan close him up, and Wigan forced to line up on their own line. Cunningham looking for that half gap, brushes off the tacklers, gets the ball away to Briers. Hammond, Hunt with the dummy. The ball's loose, now with Arnold. It loops round to Hammond, it's kept going. Well, that's close to a spear tackle. The referee not happy with it, it was close to a spear tackle. Somebody said something out of turn, it's going to be a penalty to the Saints. They warned about it, and a chance for points on the board for the Saints. Is it? No, they're taking the tap. Must feel confident. Now it's with Chris Joint. With the 5 tackles to pace this Wigan line. Pickavance looking for support. It's there. I think Joint is the man in possession. Is it? No, Joint's up in the line. Briers twists, turns, looks for the gap. Briers going again. Can he squeeze in? Oh, he's hauled back. Cunningham now with Pickavance. Pickavance is in! Yes, that's a try to the Saints. Pickavance. No, the referee's not happy with it. He's having a look at the big screen. He was unsighted, but that looked a good try there from our angle. Ian Pickavance, he likes scoring against Wigan, doesn't he? Ian Pickavance with the Saints' first try. Sterling work by all the lads there as they move the ball from left to right. And great work by Pickavance. Lee Briers very instrumental, moving the ball left and right. And then it came back, and Pickavance, super sub as they call him, wearing the number 10 on his back, and a great try as he moved it in there. Banged it down on the whitewash and makes it now Wigan 8, Saints 4. Lee Briers with the conversion attempt. A great stand-in for the suspended Bobby Golding. Let's hope he's awarded a place on the bench at Wembley. The ball just blowing over there. It was essential that Saints scored first in the second half. They have done, And with this conversion from Lee Briers, that will certainly make a game of it. Not as we didn't have a game of it before. Well, obviously a blustery wind, and Danny Arnold's going to step up, maybe to hold the ball. Swirling breeze, twisting round. Certainly looks though it's blowing. I'm favouring Wigan in the second half again. It's twisted round, but Briers now composing himself, looking to get the extras on. The Wigan faithful are not happy. Briers converts it, but the Wigan faithful are not happy. They just have to remember a few years ago, don't they? Colin Tyrer, one name that comes to mind. The Saints faithful amassed at the Cop end. Get behind them now. Come on, you Saints, is the cry. Wigan 8, Saints 6. Farrell takes it from the kick-off. Saints go up to meet him. Saints without Tommy Martin, cried off as an 11th hour injury. Derek McVie carried off with a leg injury. Wigan have Henry Paul, he's carried off with a leg injury. So it's certainly been a bruising encounter. Wigan have the possession. Saints penalised. Infringement at the play of the ball. Chris Morley and Chris Joynt remonstrated there, holding the man down. As Andy Farrell finds touch just inside the Saints half. O'Connor. Smith onto Cowie. Cassidy at dummy half. Wigan bring it to the right. Farrell. Saw daylight there, but Chris Joynt completed the tackle. Now it's with Connolly. Long. Moving it crossfield. Has to be clamped. You've got to take the man and the ball. Last one of the sequence. Robinson chips it through. The ball runs dead. Cries for obstruction, and referee Campbell right on the job, just tells the player to get up and get on with it. Perolini, first drive up. So it's moving to the right. Julian O'Neill, the other prop now. Alan Hunt coming into the middle, looking for a piece of the action. Briers. Pickavance, the try scorer, breaks through one. Pickavance is off again. Gives the ball to Sullivan. He's only the fullback to beat. Oh, Sullivan is round him. Anthony Sullivan rounds his man and touches down 10 metres in from the Douglas side there. Great work by Sullivan, but you can put that down to Pickavance again, can't you? Anthony Sullivan with the try, with the four-pointer, but the Wigan tackling didn't move up, and Pickavance created the space, broke onto the tackle. Lovely floated ball to Anthony Sullivan on the wing, and Sullivan came in and rounded his man and touched down for the four-pointer. So the Saints faithful come alive now in the Cop end. As Lee Briers tees it up, strikes it, oh, where does he strike it well? That's right between the uprights. 8 points to the Warriors, 12 points to the Saints. Matautia on, O'Neill off, and Holgate coming on for Wigan. Saints kick off, it's touched Johnson and gone into touch. Or did he make contact with it? But Holgate has come on. Wigan in possession, trailing for the first time, 12 points to 8. It was essential that Saints scored first in the second half. They come up with the goods. Saints penalised for offside. Touch found just inside the Saints half again. Cowie, the man, replaced by Holgate. Saints defence going to be tested once again, but they've got the noses in front. Chris Joint with the tackle on Holgate. Just come on. Smith out to Long. Inside to Farrell. Good in. Well, Farrell lost it then. Saints penalised for reaping it out. The ball had gone. Will Farrell go for goal? Well, he's not happy with the state of the ball. And he's going to have a go for goal. So a chance now for Wigan to claw back 2 points. Reaping out at the tackle was the infringement on the captain Farrell, and he's looking to punish the Saints by pulling 2 points back. 14 minutes gone of the second half, and from an 8-0 deficit, Saints in the lead by 12 points to 8, and Farrell looking to reduce the deficit even further. Looks good from here. Yes, excellent kick by Captain Farrell. So Wigan restart, floated kick, straight in at the full. So penalty to the Saints from the centre spot. Lee Breers. A kick over to the Douglas stand. From Saints being in possession deep in their own half. They're now midway towards the Wigan try line. That's out here. Replacement for Julian O'Neill. Cunningham, short ball there to Pickavance. Once again, Pickavance doing the damage. It's out to Joint. 25 metres short. Cunningham sees the gap, looks at these men that's a chance of being offside, runs right for them. A trait of this man's play. Hammond gives the dummy. Alan Hunt comes in, looks as though he cocked one around the shoulder area. Wigan forced to defend. Hammond again, blindside. Pickavance inside to Danny Arnold. He keeps the ball inside. Hunt looking to unload. The referee there. Was that the turnover? No, it's the last one. Lee Breers sides it through. Side of the foot, puts it through. Has the ball gone dead? The referee holds the clock up. He's looking for they're ready to restart from the centre of the 20. I think they're right. Even the referee's looking at the big screen. No try, 20-metre dropout, yes, that's correct. But the referee was unsure, and he's using the technology, as they say. (12-10) the score. 17 minutes gone in the second half. Anybody's game. Essential for both sides that they get the full 2 points today. Wigan keeping it going. Tony Smith back to Sean Long. Long doubles back. Exciting player is Sean Long. stepped in as a replacement for the injured Henry Paul. Farrell puts it to her. Prescott underneath it. Prescott couldn't see it. Wigan have the possession. Gary Connolly, it's still on the sixth tackle. Saints have only got to tackle the man. And the turnover rule. Farrell steaming with the referee, remonstrating with him. And I'm sure David Campbell will have a quiet word with him. Via Matautia. Cunningham from the back, the acting half-back position. Joint, Newlove, well monitored there, taken by Connolly, out to Morley. Connolly comes in again. Superb competitor, Gary Connolly. Now it's with Newlove. And he needs half a gap, goes Newlove. Quickly played. Saints move it cross-field. Breers, oh, bobbing and weaving, moving it. Now with Prescott. Prescott just ducked out of the tackle, then was wrenched to the floor. Breers. Robinson has to chase it. Gathers it safely. Great run by Robinson, just had his ankles tapped there, taken by Pickavance, right in the thick of it. Once again, Pickavance in again. All the lads pulling together. Simon Horton for Wigan. 2 tries at Weldon Road, and Horton doesn't like it. He's remonstrating with the referee. Well, he'll have to watch it. He's been awarded the penalty. There was times when the Wigan side would just get on with the job now, but obviously they're looking for every conceivable penalty that they can get. Well, he's lost the ball there, Terry O'Connor, and he kicks it into touch, lost his composure there, and he's going to be spoken to, he's going to be penalised for kicking the ball away. Saints, courtesy of Breers, fine touch. 10 metres from the halfway line. So Wigan just losing the composure there. 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go. Breers drop off ball to Matautia. Gets it away, under pressure, Cunningham. He wants to play it quickly. Wigan move up quickly. Saints bring it left. Chris Joint. Wigan lad Joint, earning his corn at St Helens via the Oldham club. Now it's Morley. Morley again. Taken by Farrell. Saints pressing. Well, the score wouldn't go amiss for either side. Pickavance out to Alan Hunt. Last one of the sequence. Blindside ploy then by Hammond, then turned inside. Hammond. The Saints keep the ball going. Alan Hunt out to Arnold, and Arnold's in. Oh, that's a try and a half on the sixth tackle. 21 minutes gone. And Arnold in for the try. Alan Hunt did well. Took the tackle, drew the man in, slipped it out to Arnold in acres of space. He goes in for the 4-pointer, and that certainly will ease the Saints' worries a bit. If that's perhaps if we had any worries. Took that interception pass, you can say, after marking up against Tulson Tollett. He was asleep and Hammond scooped in. Breers with the conversion. Oh, it's over the posts. Great work by Breers in adverse weather conditions. So 18 points to 10. Saints now with the 8-point cushion. Wigan will receive possession as Saints having scored kick-off. Breers puts it deep. Murray drives it up the blind side and taken into touch. Well, they kept the ball in field. Morley has has it. Oh, the Saints now have got the bit between the teeth. Wigan are suffering. Perolini. Wigan move up exceedingly quickly. Cunningham blindside onto Joint. He keeps hold of the ball. Cunningham from the acting half-back on the blind side. A metre short. Has the ball been ripped out? It's been knocked forward. The referee will bring a player back to 10 metres away from the line, 20 metres in for a scrum. Scrum down, Wigan head and feed. 17 minutes of the game remaining. Cassidy scampering away from the acting half-back position. Back after injury. Robinson looking to unlock the Saints defence. The tackling's got to be firm with Robinson. And a clash of heads, is it there, between Hammond and Robinson? The referee coming over. But Robinson gets up, plays the ball well, no medical assistance needed. Well, obviously Saints in the lead by 18 points to 10. Joining me is David Howe, Saints Chief Executive. Problems before the kick-off with injury to Tommy Martin, David, and then Derek McVie going off. But Saints have weathered the storm, haven't they?
I think they're showing the calibre of the players in the squadron, and obviously one of the strengths of St Helens in recent weeks has been the actual depth in the playing squad. And obviously when you can put Carl Hammond back to stand-off where his original position, an international player, and then you can bring on Ian Pickavance as an impact player when McVie goes off, it just shows the quality of the players that we do have on the staff. Tremendous first half, and I thought really the commitment on defence to give away only 8 points after the battering that line took is a credit again to the team, knowing then they had the wind with them in the second half. But a typical derby match, high speed, high quality, and delighted to see the Saints in front with only a quarter of an hour left.
Yes, it's great, isn't it? Obviously better to be 8 points up than 8 points down as we was in the first half. But as you say, Ian Pickavance coming on and scoring a try and creating that one for Sullivan. So it's obviously the words of Sean McRae have done well at half-time. Even though Saints may have been fortunate in the first game at the Stoop, David, and I think Wigan definitely fortunate in those two games that they've played.
I don't necessarily think fortunate's not the right word for the Stoop. It was a tremendous performance, so they relaxed a little bit. But credit to them, had already had the match won by that stage. What is evident now, Ron, is the team spirit that's out there on the field, coupled with the coaching staff. And there's a self-belief in the side that even when they go behind, just like last season, no panic, keep calm, follow coach's instructions and game plans, and we have the quality of the players. But obviously, with 14 minutes still left, a Wigan side on their own middle haven't to be underrated, and 8 points isn't yet a safety barrier.
No, that's true. 43 games they've gone unbeaten, but Saints are looking to lower the Wigan colours for the first time in 10 years, and they're on the way. The young Lee Breer's playing out of his skin. Saints have the possession, and let's see if we can get another try and seal it off. Thank you, David. New love again. Well taken there, Gail Tallick. Cunningham inside. Anthony Sullivan at the acting half-back position. Now it's Lee Breers. Perolini, the Terminator, drives it forward. Cunningham again. 18 points to 10 the score. 13 minutes of the game remaining. Alan Hunt hits the straps and Hunt goes for the corner. Oh, and that's it. That'll be it. Lick 'em and stick 'em. Another nail in the Wigan coffin there as Hunt came through at pace. A lovely ball there. Saints had to spread it out. They moved it quickly over to that right flank, and Alan Hunt coming through at pace took the ball on the burst, and there was nobody going to stop Hunt, was there? 22 points to 10. 22 points to 10. 11 minutes remaining, and now the fortunes have turned. Murray. tie. We're talking about 10 years ago, that 1987 Saints trailing at half-time, 22 points to 6, and came back and beat the Pie Eaters here on their own mid in 32 points to 22. Great performance. Farrell keeps the ball in field. Morley in for the tackle on Gail Tallock. Excellent forward. Tallock gets the ball away to Cassidy. The Wigan Warriors are charging. Captain Chris Joynt, and he's going to have a word about the holding on in the tackle. I would imagine next time it happens, somebody's going to go to the sin bin. Cowie back on now, replacing Terry O'Connor. Ten minutes of the game left. Saints with a 12-point cushion. Good driving run, 20 metres from the Saints line. The Wigan Warriors are pressing. Smith turns it back inside. Now it's with Simon Horton. The referee nearly getting in the way and being pushed out of the way. Horton doesn't like it. He's been penalised. And if he doesn't watch it, well, Wigan losing the composure. As I said before, many a time, you come here and Wigan, even though they've been niggled, they've been pushed, they've been prodded, they just get up, they get on with the job, but you can see now the cracks are emerging. It's all a matter of consistency, keeping the pressure up. Wigan, a great side for the last, well, when they won the Cup 8 years on the trot, League Championship 6 or 7 years on the trot. A feat that I don't think will be ever surpassed or even equalled. But I'd like to think that if anybody can do it, Saints can do it. And Pickavance brought down on the halfway. Chris Joynt again, blindside, onto Chris Morley. Morley gets the ball away, Newlove tidies it up. Connolly quickly in. Certainly a good competition between what is classed as the two best centres in the world. And there's no danger about that. Different styles of play, but great players. Hunt, once again, trying to scythe through the Wigan defence. The ball lost. The referee moves in. Alan Hunt just lost the ball in the severity of the tackle. 3 players round him. Scrum down, head and feed to Wigan. Smith round the back of the scrum, quickly wrapped up by Chris Joynt. Great loose forward play. Cowie back on after his spell, his rest. Cassidy, inside ball. Wigan driving forward, still obviously not giving up the ghost. Tony Smith on his debut, saw that chink in the armour, moved it forward. Connolly at dummy half, now with Farrell. Well, a break there, and then Danny Arnold scoops the loose ball up. Can he win the chase? Arnold still kicking the legs, still pumping the legs, driving it forward. Carl Hammond, first man up. Saints got to move it quickly if they can. Lee Breers! Can he finish off a great display by scoring a try? He's held down, a metre short. Wigan move up quickly. And Saints now have to settle it down. Hammond sees the way closed on the left, moves it to the right. Saints penalised. A golden chance gone a-begging. Farrell finds touch on the 20-metre line. Six minutes now remaining. And Saints in the lead by 22 points to 10. Four tries, 3 goals. And Breer's just hitting the woodwork on his 4th attempt in his effort to keep a 100% record. Farrell slips it inside. Tallock, I think, is the man. He's run well, he's run strong and hard. Murray from the full-back position. Midway between the halfway and the Saints 20. Farrell again. Chip for the corner. Breers lets it roll in. Had an excellent game, Lee Breers. And obviously the Saints pattern, as I've said before, being taken out of sync with that late withdrawal of Tommy Martin. Early substitution of Derek McVie due to injury. Wigan obviously had Henry Paul taken off. And Anthony Sullivan looking to get his name on the score sheet. Robinson coming off of injured and Murdoch coming on. The Saints have the possession. Alan Hunt coming, centre field. Cunningham scoops it up from the acting half-back. Going over to the wing there. Just being taken by the scruff of the jersey, the neck of the jersey by Horton and wrestled to the floor. Hammond, joint. 5 minutes to go. And the Saints choir just letting Wigan know that they're going to Wembley on May the 3rd. And as I said before, we used to remember the time when Wigan went to Wembley, didn't we? Well, that was a few years ago. Andy Farrell nominated as the Homestead's Man of the Match by today's matchday sponsors, and Farrell will be presented with his award after the final hooter, and after obviously they've been in for a well-earned shower. Bruising encounter. Farrell there puts the ball back. Was it knocked forward? The referee says so. Bounced, knocked forward is the indication. Wigan tried to force the issue, trailing by 12. They've got to score 3 times obviously to secure the 2 league points, and this is a great feather in the Saints' cap. It was hard in the first half, been hard in the second half, but as I said, on paper Saints were looking to eat Wigan today. Been harder than expected, but as I said, you can't write Wigan off. You write Wigan off at your peril. Alan Hunt taking a knock, but Hammond stretches out up to the 20. Time on the Saints side as Pickervan strikes again. He breaks out of the tackle. He's 10 metres short. He's right in front of the sticks. Cunningham slips it to Hammond. Hammond, can he reach out? He's over the line. He's not. He's been forced back. He's on his back. There'll be a scrum down, a 10-metre scrum. Saints head and feed. Held up over the line. And, well, don't tell me they're doing the Wigan walk. It's something they're famed for, and obviously the Saints choir are just giving them a little bit of vocal encouragement. And why not, indeed? So once again, Saints pressing. Via Matautier, twisting, turning, looking to squeeze over. Lee Breers beating the defence, and Breers is over, is he? He must be inches short of squeezing in again. Cunningham. The Wigan defence is tight. It's 2 minutes on the clock. Saints comfortably in the lead by 22-10. Perellini. Last one of the sequence. Well, drop goal wouldn't go amiss, would it? Joint. Pickervance. Went for the drop. The referee's given the turnover. Well, the ball wasn't dead, but Pickervance went for the drop goal. Bounced off a Wigan player, came back. Cassidy. So 2 valuable league points. Saints last season were unbeaten at home. They got beat twice away. That was here at Central Park. and at Oddsonall Stadium, Bradford. And that's going to be a game and a half, isn't it, when we go over to Yorkshire there to Bradford. The ball released, Wigan still have the possession. So woe for Eric Hughes, even with his new signing, Tony Smith. Sean Edwards has gone to pastures new at London. They play Paris today. Maybe Edwards will have better fortunes, we don't know just at present. Murdoch out to Connolly. Connolly kicks it against Sullivan. Play allowed to go on. Steve Prescott rounds his man, and Prescott again. Past two, can't get past Johnson. Great work from Steve Prescott. 40 minutes gone on the clock. 22-10 still the score. Sullivan. And Ian Pickavance, influential substitution, brought the Saints to life. Got him on the scoreboard anyway. Great try from Pickavance. Then he set the other one up. And then Arnold and Hunt coming in near the end. The ball lost. We're going to have it. They've lost it. Saints come up with it. Well, either he plays advantage, you let Wigan play it. They actually had the ball in their hands. Then they lost it. So it's scrum down. First knock on ruled, which was against the Saints. Head and feed to Wigan. Ian Pickavance needs a little bit of treatment from Jeanette Smith, a blood bin treatment, and Northey on for the last seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds of stoppage time played. Last scrum of the match, no doubt, for Ian Pickavance. Well-earned applause. Murray chips it through. Saints bravely go down on the ball. Here's Alan Hunt. Breaks through one. Can't get out of the clutches of Horton. Andy Northey. Another man that's had to be satisfied with a spot on the bench. Newlove still waiting for the hooter. Over 2 minutes as Cunningham scampers through. Cunningham again, bamboozling the Wigan defence. Taken down by David Murray. Sullivan now attacked in half onto Andy Northey. Shoulder down, drives it in. Last one of the sequence. Will Saints put it to the air? Hammond went for the drop, did he? Well, he did, but it went wide, and Johnson gathers it. Lee Breers comes in for the tackle. Hammond comes in, completes it. That's the Wigan in possession. Murdoch breaking through. He's got to go the full length. He gives the dummy. Prescott has him, but good yardage made by Murdoch. I didn't think there'd been that much stoppage time in the second half. Well, that's a knock forward by Johnson. Three minutes now of stoppage time gone. We'll try again. This may be the last scrum of the match. Countdown on the big screen with the seconds being shown. So the hooter ready to be blown, or the bell as we have here at Wigan. Breers feeds the scrum. The last action. It's Paul Newlove. Newlove breaks through. There's the final hooter. Saints go home with the spoils this afternoon, trailing 8 points to 0 at half-time, with penalty goal from Farrell in the 5th minute, and then Connolly with a try in the 35th minute. Goal by Farrell. That was 8-0 at half-time. Then in the second half, Saints came up with the points. In the 5th minute, Pickavance try from short range. Goal by Breers. Saints trailing 8-6. 5 minutes later, Pickavance again struck. Slipped the ball to Sullivan. That was goal by Breers. And Saints in the lead for the first time at 12 points to 8. Andy Farrell got a penalty goal in the 14th minute. put Wigan back within 2 points of the Saints at 12-10, but then tries from Arnold and Hunt in the 21st and the 27th minute. The former goal by Breers, and that made the final score here at Central Park. Saints 22, Wigan 10. The first time Wigan have been beat home for 43 matches, and the first time Saints have won here since 1987. You've been with Micron, so stay with us for Andy Farrell being presented with the Man of the Match award, the Homestead's Man of the Match, as the Saints go over to the Cop End. To applaud the travelling faithful for the short journey over from St Helens. Thanks for joining us. You've been with Micron. Join us for the next game.